Welcome to 6ABC's coverage of the Philadelphia Pulaski Day Parade. Now, live from Center City, here are your parade hosts, Alicia Vitarelli and Michael Blehosh.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 92nd Pulaski Day Parade. We are live on the Ben Franklin Parkway right here in Logan Circle. It is a warm and toasty first Sunday of October.
Toasty is the word.
But beautiful day for a march.
Beautiful, and I have to tell you that we are going to enjoy a beautiful presentation of Polish history. And for the people who are Polish or half Polish or quarter Polish, they know that the first Polish settlers came here back in 1608, and they opened up the first factory in America. They were the second group of ethnic people to come. It was the English, followed by the Polish, and we've been here for 417 years, starting this past Wednesday, the 1st of October. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm going to ask that you contact family members and friends right now and ask them to tune in to TV6 if they are here in the area, and if they're not, go to 6abc.com and you can check it out live.
Well, we are going to kick off the parade with the Polish and U.S. national anthems. Start singing.
Co nam obca przemoc wzięła, czarną odbierzemy. Marsz, marsz dąbrowski, z ziemi włoskiej do Polski. Za twoim przewodem złączę się z narodem. Marsz, marsz dąbrowski, z ziemi włoskiej do Polski. Za twoim przewodem złączę się z narodem. Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hymnu polskiego i amerykańskiego były Aneta Horta i
Beautiful job. Polish and American national anthems by Annette Horta and Dorota Orlik. That was just so lovely. A way to start off our parade. Michael.
Thank you much. And right now we have the police, Philadelphia Police Color Guard, and we are going to be honoring them for all their great work in this city of Philadelphia, and we'll honor all the police and motorcycle people, everybody that is helping us in various parts of the country, tuned in today. Honor your police force. And I see we have a few of the motorcycle police. There's a lot of things going on today, so these guys are really on the ball.
And the mounted police as well. We thank our men and women in uniform for protecting and serving our beautiful city of Philadelphia. And right here on the Parkway, what a day for a parade. This is just magnificent.
Beautiful. And the Pulaski Day observance has been sponsored 92 years. And of course, the parade is sponsored by the Polish American Congress, Eastern Pennsylvania District, which is an organization of organizations. And that is why we get them out here on the Parkway to enjoy this beautiful day as we honor Pulaski and October as Polish American Heritage Month. That's the biggest thing. And of course, we're going to be seeing General Pulaski himself in the parade today, and I'm sure everybody is going to say, wow, how can this gentleman be here with us?
There he is.
There he is, General Kazimierz Pulaski, portrayed today by Andrew Klimek, and we want to thank him for a wonderful, wonderful job. And right in with Pulaski in line, we have our Grand Marshal, who is John Wisniewski, and he was selected for his many years of service to the Polish American community. He's also involved with the Associated Polish Home in Northeast Philadelphia, which is an organization of organizations to have all kinds of balls and events and things like that. And of course, we're very honored to have him as our Grand Marshal this year. Last year, our Grand Marshal was Helen Sizio. Today, it is John Wisniewski. And joining in the line of march, I see we have our chairlady of the parade, Teresa Romanowski, along with another very distinguished man, Richard Poromski, who is the General Counsel for the Polish Republic Honorary Council. And also in the line of march, we're going to have a number of special guests who include, we will see members of City Council and all those coming up the street. And here we come. Oi, 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 another great.
Yes, the Polish Army Veterans Association of America joining us on the route today.
And of course, when we bring out these people, they are very proud to be part of this parade, and I'm very honored that TV6 ABC is constantly here to help us present not only the Pulaski Parade, but so many other parades throughout the year. TV6 is really unbelievable. The Polish Army veterans are coming up with their banner to honor them, and they do have some people in the line of march with them. And we have many veterans associations, many Polish Army groups throughout the United States. And of course, we're always happy to have them. You know, over the years, over the 417 years, many of the Polish Americans fought for the Revolutionary War. They fought for many other causes, various wars that America has been in. So we're very proud of them. And many of these people who are here fought for America, fought for Poland, and we're honored to have them here as our special guests. Always with us. They have many of their organizations located in the Philadelphia area, and that's really what it's all about.
Now we can hear our first marching band approaching this afternoon, and this is a big one. Pennsbury High School Marching Band out of Bucks County. 112 members are in this band. It is a legendary band here in Pennsylvania. They perform in many events and parades. So proud to have them with us today. Dr. Tina DiMeglio is the director.
Beautiful. Nice to see them, and we will enjoy their presentation at this time.
A beautiful performance by Pennsbury High School Marching Band out of Bucks County. 112 members joining us on the Parkway this afternoon for the 92nd Pulaski Day Parade. We're going to take a quick break and be back with more sights and sounds from Logan Circle.
October Polish American Heritage Month greetings from Walter and Barbara Ilnitsky, Dennis Ostapowicz, John and Cynthia Krakowiak, and Michael Blihash and family.
The board and staff of the Polish and Slavic Federal Credit Union join with Polonia as we highlight Polish pride during October Polish American Heritage Month.
ZOP Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is there to serve southeastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. And for more information, give them a call at 215-917-6955.
Rivers Casino, located at 1001 North Delaware Avenue in Philadelphia, wishes you a happy Polish American Heritage Month and a great Pulaski Day Parade. For more information, visit riverscasino.com.
The board and staff of Polish American Social Services, a community service since 1908, salutes the Polish American community and invites you to visit the agency's internet site at polishamericansocialservices.com.
Picture.
It is the 92nd Pulaski Day Parade. We are live on the Ben Franklin Parkway. I'm Alicia Vitarelli, along with Michael Blihash, the president of the Polish American Congress, with your beautiful grandchildren. Every year we bring them onto the broadcast booth so that people know this is about families, Michael.
This is all about families. I want to tell you something, Alicia. Now, I have to remind everybody that they have been in the parade since Alicia and I have been doing this parade over
as
here.
infants.
So how many years is that
grown?
now?
Tell them.
Gabriella is 9,
Yes.
and Andrew is 7.
Look at this.
Oh,
They grew up with the parade.
Oh, they certainly did, and they love the Polish customs, and they love to sing Stolar and all that sort of stuff. So they're happy-go-lucky kids, and I want to tell you something. This is what it's all about, families. And may I encourage everybody watching to make sure you let your children and grandchildren know about the importance of maintaining beautiful Polish traditions in your family. If you need any kind of information about what happens throughout the year, you just go on to PolishAmericanCenter.com and you'll find out all these beautiful Polish customs.
It's so sunny, right? It's over 80 degrees here on this first Sunday of October, which is when we always do this parade. Are you guys going to get in the line of march? Will you come down the Parkway? All right, so we'll get them out to the Parkway. Thank you so much for joining us.
It was a pleasure.
I love watching them grow, Michael.
Oh yeah, can you believe it? Alicia, you had both of them on your shoulder.
Should we wave?
Oh,
all
yes.
Right,
Here we
give
go.
A wave, and then we're going to get back to the parade route. We'll get you guys out there.
Okay.
Coming up next, down the route, we have our next group here with us, the historic St. Stanislaus Church, just a pillar in our community, Michael.
2nd and Fitzwater Street. I have to tell you something. There's something very interesting about this organization. This is a place where the immigrants that were coming during the first waves of Polish immigrants coming to the United States were being processed at St. Stanislaus, 242 Fitzwater Street. It's also the home of Polish American Social Services, where it first began and continues today, 116 years now, 117 years ago. The pastor is Father Edward Kuczynski, and I want to thank him, and I want to thank everybody from St. Stan's who does their thing on a regular basis to keep Polishness alive, and it's a great thing to see good people doing their thing here in the parade. I also would like to mention that St. Stanislaus is a historic saint in Polish history. So we enjoy having the group come to the parade and be part of this parade. And everybody, there's a lot of Polish St. Stanislaus churches in the United States. But of course, the one in Philadelphia where we're broadcasting from is especially very appreciated. And I also would like to acknowledge Stephen Haraskevich, who is a coordinator for this group. And by the way, coming up next is the Second Street Polish Society. This is another organization. We have Ron Gottlieb is the president. We have William Jurku, who's the vice president. Joe Wierzbicki, Johnny Bielek, all these people, they love a good time. They love a good time. These people, South Phillians, love a good time, and we love it. They just had a nice party at the shore. There's a bava at the shore, their summer party. And this is what it's really all about. If we don't have a good time, who's going to have a good time for us?
Absolutely. And you know what I love the most is seeing generations of families. So today we have 3 generations, grandparents and parents and children, and it's all about sharing the culture. This is why 6ABC is so committed to each and every cultural parade that marches throughout the city, because it's about not just the celebration of culture, but the preservation of culture and how we make sure that it stays strong. And it's just such a beautiful march
and
every year.
What's so important about that is that we are a nation of nations, and that is why we have to try to keep all these great things together. And I deal with a lot of great people in the city, and greetings to all, and happy Polish American Heritage Month to all, from Councilman Mark Skula, from Councilman Jimmy Harity. I mean, the list goes on. Nina Ahmed and Nikaya Waver. There's just so many of these wonderful people that love to be part of our communities, and they come out and support what we need to be supported. Next.
And also to make sure that these parades can go on, that there's funding and that there's support and resources to make sure that we do celebrate all of the different groups that make up our beautiful city.
In the line of march, we have the Polish and, of course, the Polish and Slavic Federal Credit Union, and they are a wonderful group of people, and we will be seeing them continuously. They're always part of what we do, and we're very proud to say that they are important to what we're trying to do.
As we take a look at the University of Pennsylvania Polish Club, we are going to take a quick break on a very sunny and warm Sunday right here on the Ben Franklin Parkway as we continue to celebrate the 92nd Pulaski Day Parade.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Polish American Congress, Eastern Pennsylvania District.
A salute to friends and neighbors celebrating Polish American Heritage Month, and a memorial tribute to Dorothy Walunas from her husband, Joseph Walunas. Tune in to American Workers Radio every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon on 860 AM radio, or listen live or to our rebroadcast from AmericanWorkersRadio.com. Best wishes from Union Roofing as we celebrate National Polish American Heritage Month during October, another opportunity to highlight Polish history, culture, and pride.
Lining up here on the Ben Franklin Parkway on a gorgeous first Sunday of October. It is the 92nd Pulaski Day Parade marching its way through the city, and in this case, rolling its way through with the Polish Home. This is always a good time, Michael.
The Associated Polish Home, located at 9150 Academy Road, happens to be where our Grand Marshal is from. John Wiśniewski is a very well-known participant there at the Associated Polish Home, and I would just like to note that you can see his bio in the October edition of the Polish American News on page 3, and of course his wife is here, Pat, with him, and also his children and his grandchildren. We're very happy and honored to have them. And by the way, this year, the Associated Polish Home is marking their 125th anniversary. And that's going to be happening next Saturday evening. And, of course, it's going to be a wonderful event as always. Beautiful. This is what we like to see. Everybody having a good time. People of many generations enjoying themselves.
There it is. You know, isn't it great to see people in shorts? It's kind of unbelievable in October. You know, we usually have we are typically blessed with a very beautiful October day. This one feels a little more like August.
This one feels like August, and I'll tell you, I was down the shore several times this year, and this is definitely a shore day. Coming up next, we're going to have the PKM Polish folk dancers, and by the way, they are marking their 110th anniversary this year, and I want to recognize their president, Marcin Niemiec, and of course, all of the dancers and people who participate with these groups. This is what it's really all about. Now, they're going to have a beautiful presentation, and you'll be seeing that very shortly. And also in the car is Julia Grzebski, who is the 2025 Miss PKM, and she goes to Arcadia University. And there's a lot of things going to be going on in today's parade, and I know that we will have it up for viewing on YouTube and many of the other services as time goes on, but
Yes, our streaming services.
Oh, the streaming services. Alicia, everybody's... Here we go for this beautiful performance by the Polish Intercollegiate Club of Philadelphia.
That is the PKM Polish Folk Dance Ensemble performing the Mezer from the opera Halka.
Well, I want to tell you, Alicia, I think that you and I are going to have to dance today, too.
It always ends in a dance.
Maybe we will not have to do the real fast dance, but we'll do one of the ones that you like so much.
Yes,
the Polonaise.
I think we have a double Polonaise in today's parade.
Today
in the lineup.
We have one that wants to do it in a special way, and another one will be all of us gathered together as one for this great event.
And next, we have a group ready to sing for us this afternoon.
This is the great group, the group that has sung in the parade for 37 years. It is the Marcela Kochańska Sembrzyk Chorus 321. They practice at the Associated Polish Home Ballroom. They have all sorts of events there at the Associated Polish Home Ballroom. And they are going to be singing Tango Andrzejowskie.
Zapraszają na tango andrusowskie 25 bieżącego miesiąca do Domu Polskiego. Będziecie Państwo mieli mnóstwo ciekawych rzeczy.
Dzisiaj jest wielki bal uciotki, jest trochę czystej, trochę słodkiej i zagrywa mi was sąd. Wszyscy tańczą rzucę tango, takie, że chociaż nie cukranką, ta matek zawsze ranną.
and I want to compliment David Zagórski, who is the director, and I know that they meet every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. there at the Associated Polish Home, 9150 Academy Road in Northeast Philadelphia. And of course, Debbie Majka is the Honorary Consul of the Republic of Poland, representing southeastern Pennsylvania. And of course, we're very, very happy to promote the good groups there at the Associated Polish Home.
And they're followed here by the Polish Heritage Society of Philadelphia.
Yes, indeed.
Celebrating their 60th anniversary.
And these people like to party too. They like to present all kinds of historic events. And there are the kids again. We see them again with their babcia Diana. And this is what it's all about, keeping people together, families together, enjoying each other, so that we have a lot of things going on in the future. And we can definitely say that this is what it's all about. Next up in the line of march was the Polski Uniwersytet Ludowy, the Polish People's University. Dr. Małgorzata Zaleska is the president. They were established in 1918, and they provide many lectures there at the Associated Polish Home on Polish American history, culture, and pride. Also in the line of march, we have the Gazeta Polska Club, and they do a great work, and we are proud to acknowledge Tadeusz Antoniak, who is the president of the Philadelphia group, and of course the Polish Police Association of Philadelphia. Frank Seminski is the president, along with their family and friends.
So nice to see people lining the parade route, taking pictures and videos proudly of their family members who are marching, singing, dancing, performing. We know how much hard work goes into, especially the Polish language schools, to make sure that the children are speaking the language.
Very important that we have this continue, that the Polish language schools also help us to promote the customs and things throughout the year. And I'll be talking more about that as the time goes on. But right now, I want to welcome Father Adam Chochotsky, the pastor of St. Joseph's Church in Camden, New Jersey. It is the Polish apostolate of the Camden Diocese, and of course many of the people there. And Pat Kwoka is the representative to the parade committee and also to the organization that represents the Polonia there from St. Joe's in Camden. And I want to say a thank you also. Thank you, Camille Huddle, who is the parade chairman from St. Joseph's Church in Camden, and Kathy Huddle too. And all of these people do great work.
And it's just so great to have them here on the Parkway. We are going to take a quick break and bring you more sights and sounds from the 92nd Pulaski Day Parade from an absolutely beautiful, warm and sunny day in Philadelphia.
Polish American Heritage Month greetings from Richard and Dorothy Klimek, Teresa Romanowski, John and Mary Alice Gruch, Michael and Karen Krawowski, and Dr. and Mrs. Stephen Skurczynski.
The board and staff of the Polish and Slavic Federal Credit Union join with Polonia as we highlight Polish pride during October, Polish American Heritage Month.
Best wishes to all as we celebrate National Polish American Heritage Month, a celebration of Polish history, culture, and pride from Kazimierz Kowalski.
Short sleeves and sunglasses. That's the wardrobe today on a very sunny and warm 80 degrees here on this first Sunday of October, live at the 92nd Pulaski Day Parade on the Parkway. It is a tradition almost a century old, Michael.
It is. It's unbelievable. And of course, the main thing is that people continue to see the greatness of keeping all these things together. As I said earlier, we are a nation of nations, and it's so so important for every nationality to keep what they have going, because we want to keep it the nation of nations. We are all Americans, proud Americans, but let's hold on to some of those special things. Myself, I'm third generation. My children are fourth generation. My grandchildren are fifth generation. So we do try to keep all these things going.
And that is what this parade is about. You're looking at the Polish National Alliance, joining us from Cumberland County this afternoon.
And this is going to be very interesting. We're going to see a special presentation with the group from Camden, from New Jersey. And you see they have a picture on that float of the first Polish settlers coming to Jamestown, Virginia on October 1st, 1608. Now I see that there is a group that is going to be singing with them, and of course they are a special group of guests today, and we're going to make sure that they are enjoyed with the beautiful selection that they will be singing. And of course I want to thank Mr. Henryk Michalkiewicz and Józef Słowicki and all the people there from the Polish National Alliance, Cumberland County, for all they do to help us throughout the year to make sure we have a nice presentation of Polish history, culture, and pride. I think we're all ready to have them sing "We Are All One Family."
Wieczorem, wieczorem, kiedy gwiazdy mocno śnią. Wieczorem, wieczorem, zaśpiewajmy razem song, bo wszyscy Polacy to jedna rodzina. Starszy czy młodszy, chłopak czy dziewczyna, bo wszyscy Polacy to jedna rodzina. Starszy czy młodszy, chłopak czy dziewczyna. Hej, hej, bawmy się. Hej, hej, śmiejmy się. Hej, hej, bawmy się. Hej, hej, śmiejmy się. Gdy po pracy w domu śpisz, każdy ma szczęśliwe sny, bo wszyscy Polacy to jedna rodzina. Starszy czy młodszy, chłopak czy dziewczyna, bo wszyscy Polacy to jedna rodzina. Starszy czy młodszy, chłopak czy dziewczyna. Hej, hej, bawmy się. Hej, hej, śmiejmy się. Hej, hej, bawmy się. Hej, hej, śmiejmy się. Kiedy słońce jeszcze śpi, zaśpiewamy ja i ty, bo wszyscy Polacy to jedna rodzina. Starszy czy młodszy, chłopak czy dziewczyna, bo wszyscy Polacy to jedna rodzina. Starszy czy młodszy, chłopak czy dziewczyna.
Serdecznie dziękujemy nie tylko dzieciom, ale i rodzicom oraz nauczycielom i się starają. Powodzenia!
Polish National Alliance joining us on this beautiful day with song and just the gorgeous children.
I would like to acknowledge the fact that we have special guests, and they are the John Paul II Polish Language School from the Poconos this year, who sang "We Are All One Family." And coming up next, we're going to have another very interesting group, and they are Ogniwo, the Polish Language Learning Center. And of course, they are from Morrisville, Pennsylvania. And just like all the others, they like to party and have a good time, and also keep the families together and sponsor all sorts of events. That's what it's really all about. So we thank them, and I want to thank, of course, Henryk Michalkiewicz for a beautiful job honoring our first Polish settlers, marking the 417th anniversary of the arrival of the first Polish settlers, which took place on October 1st, 1608.
And Ognivo celebrating their 25th anniversary, a milestone for sure.
I want to say thank you to Monika Zarzecka, who is the director, and they're marking their 25th anniversary this year. And thank them for coming and being part of our parade so often. For the last 25 years, we've been enjoying them. And of course, the children and the teachers and the parents, this is really what it's all about.
Wow, look at all these kids.
Educating children is what it's really about. Really all about. This is a beautiful presentation. A wonderful, wonderful presentation of Ognivo. And thanks to Monika Zarzecka, who is the director, and all the parents, Karolina Marczewski and Monika Zarzecka, the director. Everybody deserves credit because this is what it's all about, getting the people together. And when you see something like this, you understand how important it is to keep this kind of stuff going.
Now, I know you work with Teresa on the line of March, yes, every year, and you bring together so many groups from all across the tri-state area.
And we have a good relationship with a lot of our elected people, like Councilman Mark Skula and Mike Driscoll and everybody. We're going to enjoy a presentation right now, and that is by Wyszwania Polish Folk Dancers.
Polish folk song and dance ensemble joining us from Baltimore, Maryland today. What a beautiful presentation and celebration for this 92nd Pulaski Day Parade.
And I want to tell you, even though it's hot out, there are a lot of people along the parkway. They're hiding under the trees, but they came out to cheer off the people having a very good time here at the 92nd Annual Pulaski Day Parade. And I want to tell you something. The Polish parade here on the Parkway was the first parade on the Parkway back in 1933. So we had a lot of things going on, and thank goodness to the good city, our council people, the wonderful things that they do. Everybody working together, all the community leaders, not only in the Polish community, but everybody. Every community has to get together. You just don't all automatically come forward with a beautiful presentation. It takes a lot of coordinating and work.
It sure does. And we're going to take a quick break because we have so much more ahead for this 92nd Pulaski Day Parade live from the Ben Franklin Parkway when we come right back.
During October, we, the Pulaski families, salute our family, friends, and neighbors celebrating Polish American Heritage Month.
The Sławinski-Sucharski Funeral Home is proud to recognize the accomplishments of Polish Americans from the time of the arrival of the first Polish settlers in America at Jamestown, Virginia in 1608.
More than 20 million Americans share full or partial Polish heritage. Polish Americans are part of every aspect of life in America. They are well known for their contributions to the arts, music, education, politics, engineering, communications, medicine, religion, travel, sports, research and development, and community events. They are inventors, builders, and professionals that make up the great mosaic of America. During October, Polish American Heritage Month, everyone from Czerw's Kielbasy in Port Richmond, Philadelphia, offers their best wishes and stolat to the Polish American community. Best wishes and continued success from WSFS Bank as the Polish American community celebrates its history and culture during October, National Polish American Heritage Month. Polish American Heritage Month greetings from Richard Krzyżanowski Esquire, Honorable Bernice Sobin DeAngelis, Caroline Shashelka, Mary and Jacek Brak, and Eugene and Marie Mathion.
And we are back here in Center City on the Ben Franklin Parkway for the 92nd Pulaski Day Parade, a celebration of Polish culture for Polish American Heritage Month. I'm Alicia Vitarelli along with Michael Blihash, who's the president of the Polish American Congress, helping put on this beautiful march every year.
And ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind everyone again that on this one day, Alicia is Alicia Vitarelski.
Yep.
Coming up next, we have the St. John Cantius Church Division, and that is located in the Bridesburg section of Philadelphia. They have been serving the Polish American community in the area since 1892. I want to say a special compliment to Father Konstanty Bruszinski and, of course, the pastor, Father Mark Kunagonis, who is celebrating his 25th anniversary in the priesthood this year, and also all of the wonderful people that are part of this organization. Maybe I could have mentioned a few of them, like Monika Kowara, Eva Paterjasz, Joanna Walska, and the list goes on and on. We'll have all of those people listed in the Pulaski Day Parade notices, which you will see in future editions of the Polish American News. And let me just say this, that you can see the Polish American News online simply by going to PolishAmericanCenter.com and click on the newsletter link.
Okay, we have a performance now, the Barbara's Waltz. This is the St. John Cantius Polish Language School celebrating their 33rd anniversary. The beautiful performance by these children dancing the Barbara's Waltz.
Beautiful. I have to tell you that we are going to enjoy this group from St. John Cantius. They practice every Friday night, and they have all sorts of special events throughout the year. And I must say, this is another opportunity for me to publicly say thanks to all of the parents and the teachers who go out of their way to keep Polish history, culture, and pride alive in the community. It's really very, very impressive to see. And I want to say to you, I see we have a little couple of roofs in the parade too. Very nice. Coming up next is a very interesting thing. It is the Polish Scouting Organization of America. They are all over the USA, wherever you have a bunch of Polish children wanting to be Polish Scouts. And the Polish Scouts are another organization that do their best. My compliments to Eva Patayash, who is the group leader, and Monica Kovara and Joanna Valska, and so many people that go out of their way to keep all these things going so that the boys and the girls have a place to come. They have all sorts of festivities and festivals, and they participate in parades throughout the year. This is really what it's all about. Now, this group is something, they are presenting a tribute to Ralph Majeski. And Ralph Majeski is the man who built
the
Benjamin Franklin Bridge. But he also did the Tacony Palmyra Bridge, and all of the bridges along the east are mirrored after what he presented here in Philadelphia on the Benjamin Franklin Bridge. So
a little piece of history maybe not everybody knew today.
No, it's 99 years old. In fact, it will be 100 years old on July the 1st of 2026. So I'm glad that they presented that tribute to this very, very special person.
Next, we have the Polish Eagle Sports Club joining us on the parade route from the Port Richmond section of Philadelphia, organized back in 1974. They are celebrating their 51st anniversary, and you hear them revving up on the parade route there.
Oh yes, I hear the motorcycles ready to go, and they like to do these kinds of things. This is another organization located on Thompson Street off Allegheny Avenue, and they are there to have all sorts of special events throughout the year. And I hear Tadeusz Sadło is the president. Richard Kraszewski is the divisional marshal, as long as Mirosław Badula and Lydia Zapat and Simon Muska. Oh boy, Alicia. Oy, oy, oy.
That is something. I think they're showing off a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, Alicia, we may have to get off and take a ride on them.
Yeah. How many motorcycles today, Michael?
Well, there were supposed to be 100, but we said we can't have 100. It'll take up a good portion of the parade. So the people picked it out of a hat, and I want to thank all of them for doing what they do throughout
I
the
think
year.
they still sent 100.
They may have.
It sounds like it. Wow, that's exciting. People along the route love this.
Now they're going to do something in third division, and that is the Dożynki. That's the Polish Harvest Festival, celebrated each October. And what they do is they get people together at their club on Thompson Street in Port Richmond. And by the way, that club also has all kinds of events and weddings and you name it, it's there. Now, they're doing Dożynki, which is the Polish Harvest Festival. I have to tell you, they did beautiful with this. Look at this. Here we go. I'm ready for the Polish Harvest Festival.
This is
my compliments to the great people of the Polish Eagle Sports Club. Up next, we have the National Shrine of Our Lady of Częstochowa in Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
They were founded back in 1956, celebrating their 70th anniversary.
And I want to tell you, we had a wonderful 70th anniversary celebration in the latter part of June. And I want to compliment their regional individual and all of the people that come out, and Father Karol Żałąbek and Joanna Mikulak and Alexandra Świecki. All of these people are very important to keeping all these events moving in a very positive direction. The National Shrine of Our Lady of Częstochowa is located in Doylestown, Pennsylvania, and you can check it out on the internet by going to polishshrine.com.
And they are going to be performing the Polonaise. And that is the Polonaise performed by the children from Our Lady of Częstochowa. They are a Polish language school established back in 1999, celebrating their 26th anniversary, coming to us today from Doylestown. That was very beautiful to watch. We thank them for being a part of our line of march for this 92nd Pulaski Day Parade.
You know, Ala, we have been seeing many of these groups, and that's really something that we can all feel very, very proud of. I'd like to also mention that this year, the Shrine of Częstochowa was very instrumental in having a great celebration and inviting thousands and thousands. They had 2 weeks of a festival there at the shrine, and it was beautiful, and everybody says we're looking forward to the Pulaski Day Parade. Some people come from far away, Connecticut and all. They said, I can't come, but I'll watch it on TV6, WPVI TV6.
Yes, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. We're so proud to broadcast this. This is my 14th year, Michael, celebrating this parade with you here in the broadcast booth. One of my favorite days of the year, and really just a beautiful celebration. We have friends here from the Lehigh Valley making their way down the parade route. As we take a look, as they continue to march on this beautiful parade Sunday, bright, warm. Couldn't order a better day for a parade.
Okay, I see that we're going to be enjoying this, but I would like to have a gentleman come up here. John Wisniewski, come over here. I want to introduce you to a very important person in our community. He is the Grand Marshal of the Pulaski Day Parade for this year. And John, come on in here.
Hey, Michael.
Say hello, everybody.
Thank you.
Say
Thanks
hello.
so much. Hey, Dzień dobry, Philadelphia.
Yes. How does it feel being out there today?
Oh, absolutely awesome. I'm truly humbled and very, very honored.
You know, John, if I asked you, how many Pulaski Day parades have you marched in?
Oh, geez. Since about 1958, something like that.
Oh, that's okay. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Has
That's
it ever
good.
been this warm? I think this might be our warmest one.
It's on the top there,
It
for
is,
sure.
right? How does it feel to be among so many people, 3 generations of families celebrating their Polish culture, their heritage? It's just a beautiful day.
You know, when I try and impress upon my family, and I think it's important no matter what ethnicity you are, to have pride in your heritage and to keep the heritage alive and going. I think it's very important to do that.
Now, I'd like to let you know, Alicia, and you're invited too, that right after the parade, we have an after-parade party there at the Associated Polish Home, 9150 Academy Road in Northeast Philadelphia, and it's always a place to party. And John, next Saturday is a very big day for the Associated Polish Home. 125 years of service to the community.
And we're having a Zabava next week, a big gala. Tickets are required, obviously, ahead of time, but it's 125 years of keeping Polish ethnicity, culture, and history alive.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. And congratulations
thank
to
you.
you.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
And we will see you at the after party.
Yes, thank
Take
you.
care.
Yes.
And by
we
the
have
way,
more parade to get to.
Since we have a moment, is it possible that we say hello to Kazimir Pulaski,
of
the
course.
man of the parade? This is Kazimir Pulaski, and I have to tell you, of course, Kazimir Pulaski can't be here in person, but he can certainly be here in the presence of Andrew Klimek, who is a dad. And tell us about your little one.
Halina.
Halina. Little Halina.
Can we get that over the hat?
All right. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us about this day, what it means to you.
You know, I've known Michael my entire life. I call him Uncle. And
that's so nice.
I've been involved with this since as long as I can remember. Everything's been wonderful here. And yes, I think this is one of the warmest parades we've done in a while.
Yes. And what would be the words of General Pulaski today to our friends as we take a quick break?
Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching the parade and celebrating our Polish heritage.
That's perfectly said. 92nd Pulaski Day Parade. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
The Polish American Heritage Association, Manayunk and Roxborough Group in Philadelphia extends greetings to members, supporters, and Polonia as we celebrate October as National Polish American Heritage Month.
The Tomaszewski family of the Edward Tomaszewski Funeral Home in Port Richmond, Philadelphia, extends best wishes to Polonia as we celebrate Polish history and pride during October, National Polish American Heritage Month.
Heritage Month greetings from Burns Tavern, Casbah Caterers, Florkowski Builders, Eugene Gniewek Funeral Home, JPT's, Joe Petaccio, Dr. Eva Machak and Dr. Dominik Gratowski, Wesley Mushel, Polish National Alliance, Pat's Auto Tags, Polka Deli, Polish Eagle Sports Club, Riley Ratkowski Funeral Home, and Dan O'Mara State Farm Insurance Company.
And we are back with the 92nd Pulaski Day Parade here on the Ben Franklin Parkway, right next to Logan Circle. And I'll tell you, that fountain seems like a good place to take a dip today because it is warm and sunny, and we have thousands of marchers joining us here on the Parkway. Michael?
Absolutely beautiful. I can only tell you this has been a very, very good way for all of us to enjoy a little bit of time, and we will have a beautiful presentation for you to enjoy. Next up, I have the St. Adalbert's Polish Language School. No, I'm sorry. We're in
the Polish folk dancers, from Baltimore, Maryland,
yes,
taking quite the trip here.
Ojczyzna. Oh, they love to be here with us, and they come on a regular basis, and we go there, they come to us, and that is why many of our groups are represented nicely. Oh, here we go.
are the Polish folk dancers from Baltimore, Maryland, joining us today from the Polish National Alliance. So happy to have them with us. They just, everyone is just bringing such a beautiful contribution from song to dance.
And I wanted to acknowledge Wesley Mushal, who is the PNA Vice President, and Richard Poremski, who is the Honorary Consul of the Republic of Poland, and of course Michael Carnahan, who is always with us to keep things moving.
Next up on the parade route, we are going to take a look at the Polish American Heritage Associations of Port Richmond, Philadelphia. We know that Port Richmond has such a dense and vibrant Polish community.
You can go there, and there's many stores and many various types of things that you can do in Port Richmond. They have a lot of events, and we're going to say a thank you to Father Jan Pulkowski, to Father James Olson, to Bogumil Derla, to Danuta Eichler, Marisha Kolenda, and Jan Shimula, and everybody who's involved. They are going to be honoring the 72nd anniversary of St. Adalbert's Polish Language School, and also marking the 1000th anniversary of the coronation of the first king of Poland, Bolesław Hroby, and of course he is known as Bolesław the Brave.
królewskiej koronie król Bolesław zasiadł na tronie. Odtąd trwa od lat tysiąca Bożym blaskiem pałająca korona polska, korona, korona polska, korona. Długo sprawiedliwie władała, łaskę nam za łaską dawała.
That was a reenactment of the coronation of the first historic king of Poland, Bolesław Hroby.
Another beautiful presentation of St. Adalbert's Polish Language School, marking their 72nd anniversary this year, marking the coronation of the first king of Poland, Bolesław Hroby.
St. Adalbert's Church has actually been in Port Richmond since 1904. 121 years they're celebrating. Such a vibrant parish, and the members always so proud to join us for this parade.
Alicia, they're very proud of TV6, and they're very proud of their Father Jan Pulkowski, who handles so much of the Polish-American activities there at the church. And we're going to have another group coming up, which all of you will enjoy very much, and that is the Polish-American String Band. I have to tell you a little story about them. They were also organized the first time on the Parkway to come for the first parade back in 1933.
Wow.
So we have a history together, and this here is the Polish-American String Band, and that is with Captain Nick Magenta, and we're very happy that he is doing such a good job. This is a great, great organization, and we thank them for their constant participation in the parade.
92nd time joining us. nice to have the Polish American String Band with us. As always, you mentioned they have been with this parade as old as this parade is, which is 92 years strong. We'll see them next week at the Italian American Heritage Parade in South Philadelphia. So,
I
great
will
to
be there
hear.
as well. I always enjoy coming out there because I'm coming out to see our great councilman, Mark Squilla, and all the great people from South Philly that helped to organize the Italian-American Columbus Day Parade.
There is no more iconic sound than the sound of the string bands in Philadelphia. And
absolutely.
It is officially parade season, Michael, and we're here for it.
You know, I want to tell you something, Lisa. We were talking about the different parades in the spring, and here we are, the fall. Before you know it, all the Christmas events will be happening.
Yes.
So it should be very, very interesting.
And this, of course, leading up to January 1st.
Beautiful.
And the Mummers Day Parade here in Philadelphia. Just such a beautiful Sunday here on the Parkway. We're going to let the Polish American String Band play us to break.
Next up, we'll be having the Yanoshik Polish folk dance group coming up.
Best wishes for an enjoyable Polish American Heritage Month from the Philadelphia Federal Credit Union, Gruszewski and Schaller families, Lieutenant Michael and Kathleen Ferret, and Dr. Joan Lambert. Best wishes and continued success from WSFS Bank as the Polish American community celebrates its history and culture during October, National Polish American Heritage Month.
Rivers Casino, located at 1001 North Delaware Avenue in Philadelphia, wishes you a happy Polish American Heritage Month and a great Pulaski Day Parade. For more information, visit riverscasino.com.
Best wishes from Union Roofing as we celebrate National Polish American Heritage Month during October, another opportunity to highlight Polish history, culture, and pride.
On Saturday mornings from 11 a.m. to 12 noon, you're invited to tune in to the Polka Time and Variety program on 860 AM radio with your host, Michael Blihash. Tune in to the Polish language program, also on 860 AM radio, Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon, and on Sundays from 12 to 1 p.m. with your hostess, Barbara Inicka.
Best wishes from everyone from the Polish American Cultural Center, who wish you and yours a very enjoyable Polish American Heritage Month and invite you to visit their internet site at PolishAmericanCenter.com. Best wishes for an outstanding October National Polish American Heritage Month, a celebration of Polish history, culture, and pride from the Board and Directors of the Polish National Alliance.
Welcome back to the 92nd Pulaski Day Parade live from the Ben Franklin Parkway in Center City. I'm Alicia Vitarelli along with Michael Blihash, the president of the Polish American Congress, for this beautiful march, warm and toasty on this first Sunday of October, and of course the beginning of a Polish American Heritage Month.
And I'm going to encourage everybody who's watching to let people know about Polish American Heritage Month, and of course people who share Polish heritage and partial Polish heritage. With 20 million strong in the USA. Let's get all these customs and traditions to be on the minds of everyone. A lot of traditions are coming up now in the fall season with the Yanoshik, the Polish harvest festivals, and then Christmas will be not that far away. It was like we just talked about some of the summer events, and here we are talking about Christmas.
Yes, and for us, it's we're officially in parade season, and just 6ABC is so proud to be able to broadcast these beautiful cultural celebrations all throughout the city, and all of the different heritages that make up this beautiful melting pot that is Philadelphia.
Absolutely. Alicia, you have no idea how important this is to our people here in the USA. As people say, we're a nation, we're a melting pot of the world, and we do appreciate everybody looking to see what's happening in their communities and going out to support it.
And we know there's hundreds of years of history from Polish settlers here in Philadelphia, and we're seeing so much of that on display, along with generations of families, including your own.
Absolutely.
We're going to take you back out to the parade route because we have more to celebrate as it makes its way down the Parkway with some of our Polish dancers joining us.
Next up is the Yanoshik Polish Folk Dance Group. They were founded in 1971, and the president today is Geoff Selling. And of course, it was founded by Dr. Maury Layton. He was an artistic director, and his wife Monique, and many, many people get together on a weekly basis to dance and go out to various events. They're always performing at festivals and community events. Let's enjoy their presentation.
The Yanoshik Polish Folk Dance Group joining us. It's their 54th anniversary, always bringing such a beautiful presentation to the Parkway.
And we thank them, and we'll be watching them also in our closing Polonaise. And coming up next, we have a group.
We're going to get to that right after this break. We're just going to take a couple of minutes and get more of this 92nd Pulaski Day Parade underway for you right here on 6ABC.
Best wishes for a very enjoyable Polish American Heritage Month from Danuta Dobrowolski, Judy and Tony Leisure, the Clowder family, and Diane Muchowski-Labruno. During October, Polish American Heritage Month, and throughout the year, Pennsylvania State Representative Joe Hohenstein of the 177th Legislative District offers best wishes to the Polish American community.
Today's broadcast has been brought to you by the Polish American Congress, Eastern Pennsylvania District.
The 92nd Pulaski Day Parade continues to make its way along the Ben Franklin Parkway here in Center City. I'm Alicia Vitarelli, along with Michael Blehosh, the president of the Polish American Congress, and truly a spokesperson and a champion of Polish culture here in the city, working so hard to put on this parade. So many groups joining us, including St. Mary out of Conshohocken, St. Mary Polish American Society.
We have a representative group of St. Mary's Polish American Society from Conshohocken, a very well known, they call it the Polish Poconos, up there in Conchi. And right in back of them, we have St. Josephat's Church. As I mentioned earlier, Helen Sizio was the Grand Marshal from last year. And I want to bring attention to Father Kenneth Kawara and also Colleen James and Joseph Deshkevich and all that they are doing. And by the way, they are doing a beautiful tradition on the 7th of December, and that is the Vigilia dinner. That'll be advertised during our radio programs, and we make sure that everybody keeps themselves involved in the Polish community, so you'll be invited. Tune in, and for more information about everything that's happening, go to the front page of PolishAmericanCenter.com and click on the links. And up next, we have the Polish American Heritage Association from the Tri-State Polonia, St. Valentine's Church. Father Andrew Belinsky is with us, and William Nolte is also with us, and they are always a church that brings people together to celebrate a lot of good things. The pastor is Father Carmen Bullock, and we compliment everybody from St. Joseph's and St. Valentine's Church and all the parishes that are part of our annual Pulaski Day Parade in Philadelphia. And I want to tell you something. Next upcoming is another I still see we're still there with St. Valentine's Church. And coming up next, Alicia, is going to be the Polish Living History Division. This is another division that appeared at the National Shrine of Our Lady of Częstochowa for their annual festival this year. Every year they're there. Absolutely a wonderful group. They portray historic reenactments over the years, over the centuries, and that's what people love to come and see. This year was a historic gathering of people for their 5-day festival. It was unbelievable. And as you can see by these costumes, people went out of their way over the years to bring people together to make sure that they have a lot of things to know about and show about former things happening in Poland, whether it was the military or was it back in the days of the medieval times. They do a lot to keep the people together. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to Bernie Perzenica, who is the president and general manager of the great WPVI TV6, also to Terry Belford and Victoria Lomax. Oh boy, this was a wonderful day, a wonderful time for all of us to be together. And Alicia Vitarelli, today you're known as Alicia Vitarelski. I think that we are going to get all of us on the Parkway to dance the final Polonaise. And I will tell you, look at this beautiful, beautiful float that they have, and that is the wheels. Look at this. Electrical and plumbing. A beautiful, beautiful, the king and queen of Poland at that time. This is what it's all about.
It's been a beautiful march. Thousands of people joining us here on the route, along the route. Michael Blihasz, the president of the Polish American Congress and Cultural Center. And of course, from all of us here at 6ABC, we are always so proud to be here to broadcast the annual Pulaski Day Parade, this being the 92nd. And we end it, as we always do, to dance the Polonaise.
Come on, let's go, Ala.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. We will have a copy of this parade from WPVI TV6 on the internet in just a little bit.
Thank you for
Couple
spending
days.
the time with us.
God bless. Do widzenia. Happy Polish American Heritage Month.
As we celebrate October as National Polish American Heritage Month, best wishes from Christine Kuzmine, Polish National Alliance Group 714, Stephanie McCurry, and Thomas Oraviec. Best wishes from Port Richmond Savings as we celebrate National Polish American Heritage Month during October, another opportunity to highlight Polish pride.